What's up, everyone? It's Karthik with MoneyVest, and look at the markets. We'll talk about fireworks for Diwali, am I right? We got the Nasdaq down over 2.3%. We got the S&P 500 also down a little bit over 1.5% at the moment. Nvidia is down over 4.6%, with Tesla down over 2%. Meta Platforms down over 4%, and Amazon down 3.5%. We've got AMD down almost 3%. And Microsoft is down the most among Magnificent 7 stocks, over 5.6% sell-off at the moment. So there seems to be a lot of red, a lot of blood in the markets here. Robinhood is down over 16%, with Uber down almost 12% so far on the day here. So if you guys can see me and hear me, just give me a thumbs up. Just want to make sure that the audio and the video is working well. And boy, oh boy, the MoneyVest index has now come down to 3.36. We are in the neutral zone for the first time in a very, very long time. So yes, this has been quite an interesting day. If you come take a look at FinViz and what the heat map looks like, a lot of that sell-off is concentrated in technology, with, again, Magnificent 7 taking the brunt of that pain, as well as, of course, technology, which is semiconductors, selling off very aggressively as well. Comm services, consumer cyclicals, which is your Amazon and Tesla, for the most part, selling off here. And then, of course, we have some other companies like software application. You got semiconductors, as we discussed earlier. We got healthcare a little bit. So there's really just selling pressure across the board. For technology, for the most part, energy is one of the best performing sectors right now, as well as utilities and some telecom services and consumer defensive and staples as well. So there's again a lot of pain in the markets, more geared towards technology, and our very favorite index, other than the MoneyVest index, volatility. Volatility is up 12, almost 13% on the day. It's back up to 23, a level that we haven't seen in the first week of October and first week of September. So, we've been talking about this on our channel in the market updates for quite a few days now, pretty much the last couple of weeks, as volatility has surprisingly been pretty elevated. And we also talked about how, there's more hedges on the potential downside here. VIX being as high as it is, there's always that risk for the markets to draw down, as volatility, of course, to the upside as well. Something stuck on your forehead, Sasao, that is a tika. That is what we have in the Hindu tradition. We put a tika, which is here a red dot, of course, after the puja that we do for Diwali. So that's what we have here. This right here is going to be that level, roughly around 23 to 24. And if you do see some higher levels on volatility, if the VIX spikes even further, well, what is that going to create? That's going to create more buying opportunities, better buying opportunities for us. I mean, we've got the S&P 500 down a little bit over 2.5% right now, so 2.5% sell-off at the moment. And the Nasdaq is also starting to break down from the rising wedge. We were talking about this, right? So this was the analysis which we had on the channel for days now. We kind of coiled in perfectly inside this uptrending channel. So higher highs and higher lows. Again, coming in nice and tight. And of course, a breakdown today, down over 2.4%, coming in perfectly with the analysis as well. So you got rejected there, and of course, starting to roll over very aggressively on the day, on the back of course, a technology-driven sell-off at the moment. So that's where we are. Nasdaq starting to break down from this rising wedge. S&P 500 also pulling back over 1.5%, breaking down below the first level of support that we identified, down over 1.5%. Next support is going to be 56.70, and volatility creeping up over to 23. And of course, we've got the MoneyVest index sitting at 3.36, coming down to a neutral zone at the moment. And of course, the lower it gets down to, the better the buying opportunities for us. As I was just saying, right, during the pre-market live stream, that the markets are going to give you very few high quality buying opportunities. And the interesting thing is, that's why we've got a lot of other indicators to better understand the market dynamics and technical positioning. So what I can tell you is, which is very interesting, that even though the volatility is back to the same levels from back in October and even September, the MoneyVest index has not triggered a buy signal yet, right? The reason being is because there's a lot more that goes into the money invest index than just looking at the volatility. So while the volatility gave us a little bit of a signal that, okay, we're already up to as much as 23. And if you were simply going off of this metric, right, this was the exact same level where we were in September and October. You think to yourself, VIX at 23, this is a good buying opportunity. Well, you'd open yourself up to more potential downside because there's a lot of other indicators that have not really flashed that buy signal for us yet. And that's why the Money Invest Index incorporates for those signals as well. So we're nowhere near close to the levels from back in the first week of April or the first week of August. Low threes is really what I'm watching for the Money Invest Index here. So we're going to have to wait until we get down to those lower levels so that we can start deploying capital a little bit more aggressively. But buying opportunities are coming in. So there's going to be opportunities here in the market. So, that's something that I'm here to kind of present to you guys, is that there is going to be opportunities in the market to dollar cost average into. So that's going to be it for today, you guys. Just going to be a little bit of a shorter live stream. Happy investing. Again, if you want to join, be a part of our MoneyVest community. There's going to be a lot of excitement as we start to see this market roll over, and of course come down to some of our targets that we're really waiting for. So S&P is down about 1.5%. QQQ is down over 2.2%. And I also want to mention we've got a shopping list which you can refer to, and of course take a look at if you're interested in that. But all in all, nice little pullback in the markets here. So make sure that you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Again, happy Diwali to everyone. I'll be live later today to cover Apple and Amazon's earnings as well.